I'm Tyler Walker, San Dimas, California. This is my daily driver. It's a shovelhead, 80 cubic inch, all rigid.
All rigid, how come?
Just why not?
Why not? Okay.
Well, no, I wanted to go longer with the front end. I had a 6-over Harley Springer on it, and I just kind of wanted to go a little taller.
How long have you owned this bike?
I've owned this bike about 4 years. Not extremely long, but I got this in a trade. I traded 2 panhead motors for this complete bike.
Yeah.
And I've gone through it a little bit and changed some things up, you know, made it my own.
But could you drive on 405 with it, or you avoid that?
I avoid the 405, yeah.
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 I would love to avoid 405 too.
Yeah, yeah. I avoid the rough freeways anyways. But mainly just bar hopper kind of thing, you know, like around town.
And how is it if you meet Highway Patrol? Or do they have any attitude, or you could ride this no problem here in California?
Yeah, no problem. They might say something like, "Where's your blinkers?" or some shit, but
Yeah.
I just tell them right here.
True.
You know?
Analog always work.
Yeah. What can you do? And pretty much they just laugh and go, "Oh shit! All right."
They're happy not riding a rigid front end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think being that it's a little bit longer, it just kind of soaks up the potholes and shit. How do you say?
What do you have? Do you have very low tire pressure to get some?
Usually, yeah, I run about like 20 pounds in the back, so
Yeah.
it's pretty bouncy, but yeah, it's a little bit more soft on your back and a little bit more give.
But talking about back, what is it that we have behind us here?
Oh shit! Okay, this is the trike I just finished up building not too long ago. Still kind of going through it. Still got some tweaking to do on it, you know, obviously. But,
Did you buy it in parts or like?
I bought it in parts, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I scored the frame from a buddy, Michael Berrigan, Evil Spirit Garage.
I know Mike, yeah.
Yeah, so I scored the frame from Mike, and the motor from another cat out in LA. And just kind of small, you know, collected the parts slowly. And I found this off Craigslist some years ago. And I had an Ironhead trike, and this was on that as well. And
Have you seen where it has been earlier, or?
it was no, it belonged to some old guy, an old couple had it. And
Yeah.
I got it off Craigslist off of the guy's wife when he went to jail. I guess he went to jail.
Yeah.
She hawked all his stuff.
Okay.
There was a cool frame and wheels and stuff, but I missed out on that. Somebody else picked it up, and I grabbed this thing off of her. And about 2 years later, she called me back and said she wanted to get it back. She emailed me. She said, "Hey, I need to get that shell back from you."
Yeah.
I guess her old man got out of jail and wasn't too happy.
Yeah.
But
But,
I said, no, I don't have it no more. Sorry.
But like you said, you just made the premiere ride with it.
Yeah, just put it around the block a few times, and
Yeah.
yeah, I still got some like kinks to work out, you know.
So like with Mike, do you do business trading with him with parts, or?
No, not yet. I haven't traded anything with Mike. I don't really know Mike that well, but we met a couple times at Chopper Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a great guy.
I've seen his shovelhead. He has a shovelhead and a panhead,
Yeah.
or a panhead.
What?
What does he have? A panhead?
I really don't remember, but
Oh,
he's a
me
good builder.
That's right. He's got a nice bike. Yeah.
Okay, over here, this pan.
Okay. Yeah, I built this one from the ground up as well. It's kind of, I've had this one since 2012.
Oh, 10 years.
So, yeah, it's been about 10 different style bikes, you know, as it's gone through, and it's been kind of like this for the past 5 years or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with
So
it.
if you put this for sale, what would the price be in California?
I don't think I'd take any less than 20,000.
20.
Is that good or no? It's kind of steep.
That's a
huh?
good price.
Is that
Yeah.
Okay.
You're too cheap.
too cheap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't take no less than 20.
No. What year did you say it was?
It's this is a 53.
And the air
And
cleaner.
it's mostly replica parts and shit like that. Except for the pipes and primary cover and shit like that's original. Replica front end from Germany. Yeah, you know, repop tank and fender. I trust the replica shit because, you know, it's not as old and it ain't gonna leak.
They ain't gonna leak, yeah.
That old made in England shit.
Yeah.
Ain't too
It's
trustworthy.
like the guys running American mag wheels and they go into 100,000 pieces.
Yeah, fucking crazy, right?
But the project behind you, is that for your kid or?
It's just something I acquired. It was given to me. It was just a motorcycle was given to me, and I had an old trike rear end, and so I just hacked it up and just said, "What the fuck?" I have, you know,
Yeah.
just something I tinker with here and there, and kind of not much, you know.
That's kind of cool. Okay, here's a wild beast then.
Yeah, it's an old Denver Survivor. Come out of Hawaii.
Hawaii, okay.
Yeah, and a buddy of mine, Pete, resurrected this thing out of Hawaii. And then he had sold it to a feller on eBay, and that guy had contacted me, and he wanted a front end that I had for sale, an old VL.
Yeah.
And he told me about this frame and fork he had, and I said, okay, well, let's trade. Fuck it. So I traded the VL Springer for this frame and fork. It was actually as like a rolling chassis.
Okay.
Threw the motor and stuff in it, and yeah, it's been here ever since.
So what would you say, when was it painted? How many years ago?
I think it was painted in the 80s, I want to say, early 80s.
Yeah.
Maybe late 70s. I don't really know the history on the bike since the guy died in like the 80s, I believe. And it's sat in a basement ever since then until this guy Pete resurrected the bike.
Great. And then some
Yeah.
British iron.
Some old British iron, yeah. I acquired this from a friend of mine who passed away about 5 years ago. He died of lung cancer, and this was sitting in his garage with about 5 other machines, and I was lucky enough to get this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually picked it up off a buddy of mine who bought it off Bill before he died. And yeah, Bill told me, he promised me he'd sell it to me, and then he sold it to some other guy. I was pretty pissed, and I told the guy, hey man, that bike was supposed to go to me. So then
Yeah.
I got it, and yeah, this guy, you know, just another little project.
Nice. But the Brit bikes is also going up in price, I think.
Yeah, probably. I was lucky enough to get this thing for a steal of a deal. I think like $1,500 I paid for it.
Wow.
And it was all different, of course, you know, but
But it's running condition?
fully rebuilt motor.
Wow.
It has no miles on it. It's never been started.
But it's California bike too, or?
California bike. Yeah, a guy I know rebuilt the engine for the fucking crank up, and then lost interest and sold it to my other buddy.
Okay.
Or actually gave it to my other buddy. My other buddy was getting rid of him just to make, you know, clear out the room in his garage. So I said, fuck it, I'll take one of those things.
But are you collecting parts too, or you're just in and out?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah. I collect parts, sell parts, trade parts, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm into at the time, you know.
Okay, then we find you at Ty Skode.
Ty Skode on Instagram.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank
Ciao.
you. Thank you.